Hey everybody, here's a question on my 14th fret metal video, and he asked, how did you get the Chapman and when? I got the Chapman guitar pretty recently. I actually got two. Here's one on the wall that you can kind of see in the shot, and then actually I'm too far away. I'm gonna have it fall on the ground, so I'm just gonna leave it up there and make sure that I don't break it. So I got the ML7, I believe is what it's called. It's like the ML1, but it's a 7-string. I believe it's called the ML7. And then I also have the Hot Rod, and I was sent those pretty recently, maybe not even a month before I put out that video, so maybe, and that was 2 months ago, I see from your comments, so pretty recently before the video. I don't quite remember, but I actually got it in, I've been aware of Rob Chapman for a while. I'm a fan. Hey, Rob. And he's another, YouTube guitarist, another dude blazing the YouTube guitarist trail. And I've been hearing a lot about his guitars, and I saw a few videos of them, and I very nearly bought the ML1 because I saw a few videos reviewing it, and then a few other people who have bought them review it also had shining reviews, and it's a really good price. And I went to a site, and I haven't told Rob Chapman this or Lee Anderton, but I went to a site to where they were selling it, and I think it was like $500, and I was like, this guitar is awesome, I'm gonna get it. And as I was typing in my PayPal information or whatever I was buying it with, I realized, hold on a second, they might want me using their guitars. and so I decided to email them and say, hey, I would love to set up an endorsement type of thing. I would love to use your guitars in my videos. And then I got sent these two for free because I was like, oh, I could probably get it for free. So that was kind of it. And then I think I'm going to be using them a lot more in coming videos. Most of my instruments nowadays come from like certain types of endorsement deals, and I get questions about that a lot. And mostly what it is, it's usually, I get a lot of companies reaching out to me, but if it's not a product that I'm interested in necessarily, like I might try it out, but I'm never gonna like shout out an instrument without it being something I like, and I'm never gonna super shout out something unless it's like a sponsored deal. Then you're just giving away advertising for free, and that's not a smart idea. But unless it's something I'm super into, and in this case, like for this video, I am super into these guitars. I think they're sweet. But a lot of my instruments are kind of like that, and sometimes companies come to me, and if it's stuff I'm already using, then that makes sense. But a lot of the time, it's like I see an instrument I really like, and then I'll just find their contact and send them like the YouTube stats for the last month, and it's usually just kind of like a handshake deal where it's like, I'll put it, if we send you an instrument, use it in one video. That's sweet. And then the Chapman guitars have been awesome. So I think there's also more exciting stuff to come with me and Chapman guitars, though I will leave that to just the hype and speculation, as it's not anything official yet, but it's stuff I'm really excited about. I kind of go back and forth on like what guitars I use depending on what the video calls for. Like obviously if I want to do a 9-string video, I can't use a Chapman guitar because they don't make 9 strings. And if I'm doing a banjo video, then I can work with Dean guitars because they can send me a banjo. And it's a little bit different. Like sometimes I'll reach out to companies and it'll be kind of assume that it's like an exclusive something, like I'm only going to use Dean instruments or whatnot. And that's obviously, for what I do, that doesn't make any sense because I'm using a lot of different things all the time. And yeah. How did you get so that's how I got the Chapman. This turned into much more of a rant than it needed to be, but that's how I got the Chapman, and I will be playing them a lot more in the future because they're awesome guitars. And I like having, to bring this ramble on, they're also affordable guitars, and I like having my instruments in the price range of like, high quality, like not stuff that's going to sound bad or you're going to have problems with, obviously, but also not to the point where like I'm not going to go out on a shoot in the rain because I don't want to ruin it, So like I wouldn't do, like if I had a $4,000 guitar, I wouldn't go out and shoot Metal Mad Libs with it because I would be worried about getting it scratched or something. I don't want to do that. So like, in the a lower range is fine with me. And then if it gets scratched, it's just part of the appeal of it. It's relict, if you will, when it gets scratched. I don't know. This is turning into more of a rant. Thanks for your question. Thanks for watching. This has been the second channel and me uploading total garbage.